Israel Soong is Deputy Director, Office of Artificial Intelligence at the CIA. Thanks so much for sitting down with me.
Thanks so much for having me.
So talk to me about this move from AI experiments to something I've heard people call building lasting, mission-ready AI infrastructure. What's that journey look like?
You know, over the last 3 years, we've spent this time building the foundation for AI by investing heavily in our infrastructure. We've done a couple things. We've created a relationship with our hyperscalers, allowing us to bring AI models to the top secret fabric. We've created a platform called Models as a Service, where throughout our enterprise, we can serve the best-in-class AI models to the mission components that need it. We've also created an LLM chatbot that serves the agency and the IC, and we've done a lot of investing in those capabilities to bring the best-in-class frontier models to our top secret fabric. But all this investment has positioned us at an inflection point. We're no longer asking, how can we bring AI models to our network? We're now asking, how can we put AI capabilities in the hands of every agency officer to make them superhuman, to transform the mission workflows that they do every day? So our philosophy is we're going to allow that transformation and innovation to happen towards the edges of the mission, those who are actually executing the mission, and making sure that they have the capabilities they need to do AI innovation. But once we have a useful AI innovation, we want to bring that to the core enterprise at CIA and scale it out so every CIA officer can take advantage of those innovations that we've created. As we do this transformation, as we're at this inflection point, the challenges that we're encountering are as much cultural and organizational as well as technical. At CIA, we have a saying that culture eats technology for lunch every day. And that's true. Getting officers educated on AI, helping them to learn how AI integrates into their workflow, it's the biggest challenge that we have today, but we're doing it. And it's a really exciting time to do AI innovation at CIA.
I've heard this sort of sea change, a trend in the artificial intelligence space around how those agents, as you reference, are viewed internally. Coworker is a term that started to bubble up. Do you feel like that's taken root in the CIA? And if so, like, how is that manifested?
It is taking root at CIA, and we're seeing some very important mission wins, but it's an enduring challenge. Explainability and trust of AI results are absolutely critical for our workforce because the national security mission is a no-fail mission. We know our users won't accept AI results that are opaque or untrustworthy. That's why we need a couple things. We need human in the loop at critical points. We need the provenance of how AI came up with the result. We need the chain of thought reasoning to be accessible to the officers that are trying to figure out, why did AI do the result that it did? And that's a very important thing for us at CIA, which is to build the trust in AI in the workforce. So as I said before, it's not just about the technology. It's about cultural and workforce readiness. It's about fostering a culture of continuous learning and adaptation. And the reskilling has to be enterprise-wide. We want every employee to become literate in AI. And more important than that, we need to develop partnerships between those who are mission specialists and those who are AI specialists, and form that partnership so that when we use AI to tackle mission problems, we know we're using the best domain specialists that we have available for that mission.
For chief AI officers across government, I feel like because AI is endemic, more so than it was any time in history, there are spokes off of your portfolio of responsibilities that maybe didn't live there anymore. And one for a lot of CAIOs is procurement, Israel. How is artificial intelligence starting to impact procurement at the CIA? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, George, this is an excellent question. You know, we're transforming for a world in which the best technology was previously maybe developed in a government lab. In terms of AI, that AI foundation is really built by the private sector. Frontier models, cloud infrastructure, foundational research, they're concentrated in companies today rather than the government. So at CIA, our mission is to take the best in class of that AI technology, bring it into CIA, and adapt it for the mission. We do a lot in procurement and contracting, but what's really exciting is this year, we've launched a new framework for procurement that involves AI to speed up the procurement process. And not only that, we've also launched a new other transactional framework so that we can bring AI technologies onboard them even quicker than ever before. And we acquire everything through these contracts and procurement, commercial AI tools, cloud services, and analytic platforms. But that's just one thing. Through In-Q-Tel, CIA's strategic venture arm, this partnership allows the agency to invest in emerging technologies that may have future intelligence applications. This allows early insight into innovation trends and helps startups adopt their tools for national security needs and the needs of the entire intelligence community. Third, I want to talk about research partnerships. That collaboration that CIA has between universities and national labs is really important to help understand AI risks, capabilities, and limitations. And while the CIA leverages a lot of private innovation, we're also careful to manage risks, to protect the national security equities, and to ensure that AI is used in ways that are consistent with US law and intelligence oversight. One really important thing I want to bring up, George, which is the need for private industry to invest in more testing and evaluation. At CIA, we're really interested in speeding the adoption of AI. But how do we trust the results that we're getting from AI? Part of that answer is for when these technologies are onboarded to CIA, before that, the industry invests in testing and evaluation. How do we know these AI models and capabilities are delivering what they promise? What are the benchmarks that they're meeting? How have we evaluated them to make sure that the results are robust, reliable, secure, and fair, free from bias? So that's part of the challenge, and that's how we're looking forward to partnering closely with industry on this idea of testing and evaluation so that we can trust results that we're getting from AI.